Welcome to this new series of sessions about adapt to a new reality. It is about our new online course, and the reason for this because we're talking about COVID-19, but now post-COVID-19. What do we need to do differently? Because we keep on hearing words like reset, refocus, and I want to say, let's start with practical tools, very practical tools, things that we can start doing right now, because everything is not lost. There's lots of opportunities for us. So what are we saying? Today I want to start with the first fundamental skill. It's all about, and listen to the word, accountability. It's all about your performance scorecard, but it's about your organizational as well as your personal scorecard. And if you want to do that, we talk about adaptive thinking. That's going to be the first area that I want to focus on. Very important one to start. So where do we start? If I look back at the articles, what's happening in the world today, people say, Mario, it's not business as usual. Don't underestimate this thing. We need some drastic re-evaluation and a drastic way of re-looking at the economy and the thing in the world outside. So I want to throw a couple of things in for our business people. The first one is, please, a balanced scorecard without a personal scorecard is not going to take off. You need both. But I want to ask you, please put every person, let's start with management, on a management simulation. Just check if they are still able to fly. Because our job is to be dispensers of enthusiasm, like a change embracer. So let's start thinking differently about this. And I want to start, the first one that I want to mention is about, are you able to have fierce or courageous conversations? This is not an easy topic. And so ask yourself, are you comfortable with fierce conversations, upward communications? Can you do it right now? Or do you really want to avoid this? And I'm saying, no, don't avoid it. It's so important. So if you start, first of all, with an organizational scorecard, start with why do we exist? Number one, but in other words, is your mission statement. Start with your vision statement again. What are your ambitious dreams for the organization? What do you stand for? Things like your critical success factors. Play out the top 3 or 4 or 5, but get involved and do this. You can also look at your objectives again, and then very important, performance measurements and targets. But that's your first part of your organizational scorecard. Always look for improvement actions. That to me is the first part. But let's look at your personal one. And I've noticed this, a lot of people don't have the second version. So the second version is always, now let's look at a personal mission statement. Now who are you? What are your life objectives? Things like, where are you going? Things like, what factors make you unique? Things like, what are your personal objectives? Things like your personal values, things that you want to achieve. Very important one, as well as your own improvement actions. So what I'm saying is, let's start with a balanced scorecard, but also a personal scorecard. So if you ask me what are the next steps, I'm saying let's start with courageous conversations. Let's redefine accountability. Let's have a process of continual self-renewal. Let's have an innovative mindset. In other words, the core skills is all about complex problem solving, creativity, and re-look at these type of things differently. So let's adapt to a new reality. And then there's 10 things that I want to close that I believe we need to do, and I will repeat this from time to time. Number one is, let's rewind, let's rethink, let's pause, let's reflect. Let's start with some new action plans. Let's fast forward, future thinking, and go on a continuous loop and see where you are and what are the habits that's not challenging you to get out of that continuous loop. Number 6, discuss things right now. And then power. Listen, don't think you are on your own, can always do it. There is a power above your own strength, but you've got to make use of it. Start looking for information. Number 8, and dig deeper. Play, but also deliver and start doing. And then finally, there's some things that you need to stop doing right now, and you need to start with that immediately. So the first session, it's all about organizational personal scorecard, and let's renew accountability. I'm looking forward to taking you on the next model also. Go and make a difference.